Shalom Israel, what's going on? It's your brother, Priest Danyaahla, Lives of Israel, Maccabees Alliance Council. I'm just going to do a real quick video right here. Brother just sent this to me. I didn't know about it. So I'm going to, just do a quick video, and I'm going to show you something really quickly. We got to continue doing this work, Israel. We got to continue doing this work, because this work that we're doing is very, very effective. I want y'all to know that. Don't think for a moment that the work that we're doing is not being noticed. These nations, these other nations, they know they know the work that we're doing. They know exactly what time it is. All right. This is not the time to be fearful either. The scriptures tell us in the book of Revelation that the fearful and unbelieving shall have their part in the lake of fire. This work is for real men, not for everybody, not for the faint of heart. So I just want to share something with you, brothers and sisters, that just came across the news desk to me. It's probably old news to some of y'all. That's concerning the Southern Poverty Law Center. Now, y'all familiar with them. They've always had their eye on Israel pretty much. But it's come to my attention that the Southern Poverty Law Center has expanded their list of so-called hate groups and added some new members. All right. We take it as a badge of honor. As far as I'm concerned, as far as my camp is concerned. We take it as a badge of honor. We got to be doing something right. We have to be doing something right. Why they would add us to their list. So you see where we are, right? It says SPLC.org, hate map by ideology, right? So they break it down by ideology. So what you do is you scroll down to, you have anti-Muslim on there. You see all the different groups. Let me go back up. You can come here yourself, right? You have groups that are so-called anti-immigrants. Then you have groups that so-called anti-LGBT, anti-Muslim, right? Long list of anti-Muslim groups. And then you come to what they call black nationalist groups. So according to the SPLC, there's 233 active so-called black nationalist groups in America. Let's see who some of the people on the list are. Now, some of these we already know. Boom, first one, AOC. It wasn't on here before. It wasn't on here before. But lately, since they've been adding a whole bunch of videos to YouTube, the videos are getting 10 and 20 and 30,000 views per video. It caught their attention. So they've been added to the list. All right? It wasn't on here before. Army of Israel out of Dayton, Ohio. That's Brother Maharkabah. He wasn't on here before. So they've added him to the list as well in his camp, because they're doing a lot of things over there on the Army of Israel channel. It shows you that these nations are watching. They're watching exactly what's going on. So all this crap that the conscious community is talking about, how Israelites are paid informants and all this stuff like that, I don't see none of those groups on here. The white man's not scared of, I got to keep it a stack. The white man's not scared of none of that Kemetic garbage at all. All right, let's go on. Let's look and see what else we find on here. Y'all see all the Great Millstone camps, all the GMS camps. They're all on here, right? Look who else made the list. House of David in Brooklyn. That's Barak. And Barak and Bunyamin and the brother Ash out of Brooklyn, they made the list. Right under them, who do y'all see? House of Israel. Who's that? That's Zabak. They threw Zabak up on the list now. Do y'all see that? But all these other groups are conspicuously absent. I'm talking about these so-called conscious Negroes. White men don't give a damn about no damn conscious community. He gives a damn about Israel, because the Most High speaks in the Bible about Israel coming back. These nations know that. We got next. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. These nations know that. They know that. They don't give a damn about that other stuff. You see IUIC all up and down here. Y'all see that, right? All of them. See them? All IUIC camps, right? Then you have the ICGJC, the ones that they just raided. All their camps. The majority of names on this list is Israelites for a reason, right? Right here, my camp, right here. We wasn't on this list before. Now we take it as a badge of honor. We're not mad. We understand exactly what's going on. We understand exactly why these things are happening, okay? Now, I believe last year, if I'm not mistaken, Sakari was added last year. Let's continue, though. You see, you have all these Nation of Islam groups, New Black Panther Party groups, right? One Body Yahushua, the group in Texas, they made the list. They wasn't on here before. They wasn't on here before, right? Sakari, and they broke it down. Sakari, Washington, Sakari, statewide California, Sakari, San Diego. They break it down. They watching. And who else made the list? UKOIC. That's the brother Shaul and them down in Virginia. And they camp in Chicago. They're on the list. All right. So definitely these nations are watching. They're watching and seeing exactly what's going on, and they know who the real enemy is. They look at us as the enemy because they understand the prophecies. While you got Negroes talking about the Bible is fake, it's not real, blah, 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 whatever like that, these nations, they speak evil of the Bible in public because they want Jake to go away from the Bible. They want us to put the Bible down, and Negroes is falling for that. Now you got Negroes talking about evolution, all this other crap that these white scientists been talking about. Now understand there's a difference between microevolution and macroevolution. That's a whole nother show. But I'm talking about from one species to another. You got Negroes teaching that and are anti-Bible. So the white man got a lot of our people falling right into that trap. Meanwhile, that same white man behind the scenes when the door is closed, they believe in the Bible. They believe in the book. And they know who the real enemy is because they know what the prophecies say, that Israel is coming back. They know that. So what they have to do now, and I told y'all about this in some of my PowerPoints I did before, Project Megiddo. They have to put this thing out there that we're all hate groups. And we're really a love group because we're teaching the Most High's commandments. The Most High's commandments is love. All right? We love our people. We love our nation. We love the Most High's laws. And we hate wickedness and evil. But they have to put this stereotype out there that all we do is teach hate against the other nations to prepare and make a soft landing to come against Israel. And they're going to come against Israel. That's why a lot of Israelites are fearful. That's why some of y'all don't want to go out in the streets. That's why some of y'all don't want to make videos on YouTube. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You got a Facebook page? You got a YouTube page? They already know who you are. So what you scared of? What you scared of? Let's go here real quick. It's not going to be long. Let's go here real quick. Ezekiel. We're in Ezekiel 37. I'm going to start from verse 7 and just get right to the point. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. Now, we're not slain physically, we're slain mentally and spiritually. Spiritually, we're dead. Okay? Spiritually, we're dead. Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. So prior to this breath coming into us, which represents the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments coming back into us, we're dead. Not physically dead, but we are spiritually dead. Let's prove that real quick. Proverbs 22:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of instruction. What is the way of understanding? What is the way of understanding? The Lord gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments. We as a nation of people wandered out of the way of understanding, shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So it's like we're dead. When we don't have God's commandments, it's as though we're dead. We're what they call animated corpses. We're walking around, but there's no life in us. That's why people are out there doing the stuff that they're doing, killing each other, robbing each other, joining gangs, doing all that stuff like that, because they're spiritually dead, not physically. So by us bringing this word to them, that spirit of life is entering back into them. That's why we go in the highways and the byways. That's why we do it. And our people are waking up. That's why we make videos on YouTube. That's why we do it. You understand? Verse 11. Excuse me, verse 10 again. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath came into them, and they lived, because we repented and started keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And they stood up upon their feet. We started coming together as a nation of people, an exceeding great army. Y'all see this Israelite movement? It's all over the world. It's everywhere. Everywhere you look, it cannot be denied. And that's why they're putting us all on this hate group list. They're trying to make a soft landing because they plan on coming against Israel. What the Christian, so-called Christian apologist movement is doing is that's the beginning. They're trying to fight us intellectually, and they're losing. Every time they come up against one of us, we crush them. So now they're pushing a narrative that we're all just a bunch of hate groups. That's it. And there's a video coming out, and if somebody knows exactly what time, when, and where, you can put it in the chat. There's a video coming out Memorial Day on A&E. They're going to be showing Israelites as being a hate group. So they're pushing this narrative more and more. So all you fearful mama's boys, you coming into a time where you're going to stand up, man. You're going to stand up and not be afraid. That's how we know what we're dealing with is the truth. Where's the conscious community in this? Where are they? Come on, man. You guys are not on here, but y'all are a threat to them. Get the hell out of here. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11. I'm going to end it with this. Let's see, where do I want to start? I'll start at verse 8. Revelation 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. I already went over that. Their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, because America keeps all them same wicked, evil, pagan customs as Sodom and Egypt. We already know that. Where our Lord was crucified, Christ was not crucified here in America, but his image and his reputation has been crucified here. And they shall dwell upon the earth, and they that dwell upon the earth, verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. What does that mean? They're not putting us in graves because we're not physically dead. But the nations see that we are spiritually dead. They see that. And they feed that through their entertainment, through their Hollywood, through their music, through their television shows, through their movies. They see that we're dead. They allow us to push a destructive narrative to the world via social media. Meanwhile, if you're an Israelite and you say one wrong thing, they put you in Facebook jail for 30 days because you say something against a so-called homosexual. Your page could get terminated from YouTube for speaking truth. Meanwhile, you got videos of Negroes in gangs that get millions of views, and those pages never get taken down because we are spiritually dead, not physically dead. So verse 9 again. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send one another, and shall send gifts to one another. And if you live in New York, you see that. They got tour buses driving through Harlem like they're driving through the zoo. White folks just looking at us like we ain't nothing. Because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth. Here's the point, verse 11. And I'm going to end with this. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them. We went over that. Those are the commandments. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And that's what you're seeing now. That's why they have to do stuff like this. That's why they have to put Israelite groups on a so-called hate group list. They have to do this. Why? Because they're fearful. So they need a reason to try to come against us to destroy us. But it's not going to work. This is an honor for me. I know some of you mama's boys will be scared. That's an honor. And it's just going to make me go harder. It's just going to make me go harder. You understand? Our forefathers were oppressed, man. I'm talking about the prophets. They were oppressed. Let's not forget Jeremiah was thrown into jail. Jeremiah went to jail. So what are we scared of? We have a job to do, Israel. Let's do it. Let's apply the pressure. Let's keep our foot on these nations' neck. This is supposed to scare somebody, but it don't scare me. I'm going to put my neck, I'm going to put that much more pressure from my foot on the neck of these other nations. So I say thank you for that. With that, family, I already told y'all we going live later on. We're going live later on. All right. So your brothers and sisters will see us back here about 9 o'clock tonight. Most sides will. So with that, I say shalom to the family. You know, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show this to y'all real quick. And that's pretty much it. So Most High will be back at 9 o'clock tonight, family. We're going to go in definitely on that topic about whether or not Israelites should be RBG. All right. Brother Claude White, I see you, Lord. Peace to you. Okay, Danyaahla, I see you. You said you sent me an email. Most I will. I'll definitely try to get that email from you real quick. You know, we'll definitely get a chance to chop it up, Lord's willing. Chill for me. Yeah, thank you. Jeremiah 28:8. Nice. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. I see some Christians in here. I see a Christian in the comments. They like stuff like this. And I'm not saying that she do, so I ain't gonna make no accusations against her personally. But the Christians enjoy stuff like this, not understanding that at some point, some of y'all behind is gonna get killed and thrown in jail too. Because there's gonna come a time where they're gonna take the Bible away, period. And if you accept the Bible or have the Bible, you're gonna be killed or put in prison. It's coming. It's coming. The difference between us and them, we embrace it. We embrace it. I embrace this. That's the difference. All right. So with that, I say shalom, family. We'll see y'all later. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tonight. Should Israelites call themselves or identify with being RBG? 9 o'clock tonight, Maccabeestv. Spread the word. I say shalom.